Hi, good evening, good morning, whenever you're watching this. Good afternoon. Okay. Hmm. I made a transmission last week for abundance flow, abundance blessing, and within that transmission, I included clearing of blocks. And this week has brought that. Hmm. But before I speak about it, I'm just trying to adjust the light here. Um, I'm having this scarf because I went to the holy place. It was blessed on by a saint. So I've been having something happening here. So this is why I placed it on me to prevent some things. Um, I'm gonna be doing this transmission in English now. It's gonna be a light language transmission. Something is clearing around here. So this is why I'm sounding like I'm sick, and I'm not. It's strange. Uh, there are some things that have manifested, not finances. There were blessings of something that I've been waiting for really quite a while now, and I don't want to speak about it um, just yet. And oh, okay. No talking. Uh, what I wanted to say before I start is that this weekend, the course for fine union or alchemizing a chemical transformation of wound between divine masculine and feminine energy was supposed to start, and it didn't because I didn't have enough applicants. I had zero actually. So uh, I did advertise it, and I decided that I'm going to stop um, in looking for group sessions in doing them in this way. I'm not going to be announcing anything. I'm not going to be pulling anybody's sleeve anymore for work. This is not what I'm doing for my individual sessions. I don't promote it in this way. People come. They're brought by guides and by other people, by other clients and other colleagues and co-workers, friends. So in the beginning, when I started doing group work, I did it because I was asked to. And first, they formed a group and they asked me to work with them. So it was not a big group, it was a really small group. So I've been sensing and I've been advised that I need to change my approach in it because uh, for me and for this kind of work, it's a wrong approach. I shouldn't be um, advertising it like event or entertainment event because That's not what it is. And what I'm offering, I know that everybody's doing it. I did it because everybody's doing it. That's how we do business. And this is how we do marketing. But this is not what my guidance, what my guides are telling me. And for some reason, for my particular energy signature, I need to wait for people to approach to me to ask me to work with them. And this is how I do my work usually. This is how therapy is done. You don't pull anybody's sleeve for that. If they want to come, you will find them. So I decided that I'm not going to offer group work in this way. And this is obviously not working. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be doing group work. I will, but in a little bit, I mean, different way. If anybody is interested, you should contact me. I will continue posting this somewhere. I haven't checked out the mail yet, as I said, because I had a visitor for a week here, and I was really tired with some things. So since that last transmission, um, a lot came up to the surface, yes, and there were things that materialized in a way that some things materialize so that they can be seen and transmuted, witnessed, and some things appeared as a little blessings. But I'm not into talking about that publicly. They're not private life related; they are work related. But I'm not, due to particular reasons, I'm not going to speak about it publicly. It's not money, it's not finances. No. And this I got on this trip that I was sort of mm, needing to do for a while now. Um, so yes, and this is what I was actually wanted to say, that I'm probably going to be transferring this to my social accounts. I'm not going to close them yet, but I'm going to be transferring them to Telegram. Whether I'm going to have a group or not, that's going to depend on if anybody contacts me there. It's not going to be, I mean, private thing. It's going to be for those who want to listen to me and who want to work with me. And I don't do lives. I haven't done lives because, like I explained, I need a date. I record this day before I post it because I move a lot of energy and I need time to process it. So since the moment I am thinking about it and prepare and do it until I listen to it and post it, things go through me, and I some things are happening. So I'm walking through dimensions, basically my own and of the people that are coming to see me. So this is what I also became very aware. I've been actually shown because I've how I tempted through my dreams, because I do literally walk through dimensions, and yeah, while I do that, I'm pacing the road for those who come to see me. So this is why I sometimes feel things as if they're my own, but they're not. And the part of the tempting is that. And I was literally shown. I'm not shown. I experienced it as if I'm in this physical body, because it was a physical. in another dimension. There was something happening with some very serious, not so good stuff. And I stood up. I was dreaming that I'm sleeping in my bed, and then something started happening. And I stood up from my bed, but I was dizzy, as if I just walked out of my body. My body was still sleeping on my bed, but I just walked out of it. So I was just really dizzy, and I went to the other room, and I did something with my hands to calm energies and the light pouring in, and something just passed my window. And that I saw when I came back to my body, and I woke up at that moment. And all the while I was doing that, this little part of me that was still in my body was having this prayer in my. I was repeating it. Please God help me. Please God help me. Please God help me. And then I saw something passing by my window. So whatever that was, it was not good. It was supposed to create something. God, it didn't. So I'm being taught of what I still don't quite understand everything properly. Yeah, but I'm being asked to change the way I communicate with the public. Because of that, and because I've been actually shown how serious this work is. It's not an entertainment show, and it's not for others to glorify me or themselves. It's for the glory of God. So I'm just still understanding how all of us who are doing something like this are being tempted and tested and pulled in by this noise around us and noise on social networks and stuff that is making us feel like we're some kind of celebrities or something. It's not about that. It has nothing to do with it. And I had some very serious beings who have walked the same path that have stepped in and showing me what this is actually about. So, thank you. I just needed to say this because of myself, because I've been dwelling on some things, on how things are, whether things are working or not working. It's it's a different metric system that we're supposed to be using around this. Yeah. So another thing, as this is coming up in the field, because I already spoke about it and I mentioned it, and it's a part of the course. It will be coming up through it. Obviously, I mentioned it already, that abundance and flow of abundance and block in abundance flow are sexual traumas, mostly traumas that are in our field, that are from violence and mostly from sexual violence, and blocks in manifesting that I mentioned. And this is what's coming up in reality in globally in the field, with women in Iran protesting and some other places. And here it's happening here because there are um, protests around violence on women rights and violence over women because of an interview with a rapist that happened. it's a really serious thing, and I don't want to go there. I'll speak about it in another time, but it kind of came up, and I see it as a part of my own clearing and of what I've been talking about since the moment I posted the my blog post and announcement for the workshop and the workshop, and my transmissions around blogs on talk about money and manifesting, and now this transmission last week. Because the biggest wound between divine masculine and divine feminine, whether it happened in this lifetime or, and chances are it happened before in previous lifetimes, even it didn't have to happen in this lifetime. The biggest wound is sexual abuse, because it destroys, um, it creates infiltration on both parts. That's why it happens, and it's placed. Cords are placed from other beings and entities whenever it happens. Uh, and it's for energy extraction. But mostly, they place devices that are for relooping and repeating the pattern and karmic relooping. I mentioned this, I forgot to mention it in my English transmission, but I mentioned it in Serbian. That when I sat to make my first video about manifesting, and let's talk about money, that last video in Serbian, I started having this very big pain on my right side womb and ovary. And I saw later that this device was being cleared from me. I had it on my left side, and there was a being, an alien being, gray. That's how I saw it. It was attached there. No wonder, because they're masters for implants and devices, technologies like this. It was removed. That was from, I had this wound from past lives. It was removed when I had my first very serious cacao ceremony. And I didn't have anything on the right side. When that happened, I don't know. It was placed later. But it's a device. It's not only a cord. It's a device that basically whatever. I receive a lot of energy when I work with clients, but this takes it from you. And I didn't have. It's not from sexual trauma from this life. It's from a cording from this life. And men have it too. They can get it. They don't have to get it through sexual trauma. They usually do, but maybe in childhood when they're younger, or in past life too. But they get it through sexual contact with usually with a woman that is not of the right side, and they can also carry it from life to life. It doesn't have to happen in this lifetime. It serves for the energy extraction, but they need to have a lot of women to support their energy, sustain them, and they can, men who have it and knowingly post cord in you, and it can come in an implant too. Um, some do it knowingly. I'm not gonna go into that one though. When this happened to me, I don't, because I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. Now I felt it the last week when I sat to this transmission. Now I don't feel it that much. something has been clearing, and it's obviously um, past life trauma and generational trauma getting from what is happening, what I see in reality. And it's not only mine. Yes, men do get it through sexual trauma, not from women, because things happen to them too. In whether when they were a child or younger or whatever. So I needed to say this because some of you might be feeling it, might have it, might be experiencing it. What I had, how I know, it's because when I had this on the left side, it was like a button. And whenever I had this pain, it's like somebody press this replay button, and then I would have the experiences in my life dynamic that would end in the same way. And that's what I knew of it because it was in a particular place. It's my right over it. And so yeah, and I didn't quite see the how the device looks like, but I felt it as a device. Yes, and if for those who are, it doesn't necessarily have to happen through sexual trauma. I mean, it can happen to you in other ways too. But when it's implanted, when it gets to the actual um, mm, full device, it's usually a sexual trauma. In my past lives, I had a lot of those because I was always working as some form of priestess or so sometimes these things become symptomatic when it's time for you to clear them. So this is why I'm not 100% sure whether this was not there before, but from what I was sensing, and I'm aware enough now, and I've been long enough around here to know where I've had pain and not. But on the other hand, I did have pain, constant pain on my right lower back. That was there, and that was done through um, energy attack, astral attack, voodoo stuff, and pinching me with needles, pins, and some other places. I am saying this so that some of you who are listening to this recognize what's going on, and when it's clearing, it's going to come up to the surface. You might feel it as pain, and it might come up through this transmission, or if you start doing similar things on, I don't know, manifesting, materializing, having abundance and money, or working on issues with relationships, because it's in this area. Yeah, and for man, it also works for energy extraction. So basically, if there are thinking that they're needing a lot of energy, a lot of women, a lot of sexual energy from other women so that they can sustain themselves. This energy doesn't actually go to them, it's being extracted from them and it goes somewhere else. So, so yes, it's not always through violent violation, but it's a violation of some sort because you're usually not aware of what's going on or if anything is placed in you. It can also happen for men if they're having a sexual intercourse with a woman. It doesn't matter, they can be in love with this woman. But if this woman has some other agenda, which is some kind of a witch that is not good or something like that, or in service to something or someone else, you can do that. This is how usually you are pulled in to the you start doing something like this. So it doesn't always have to be, what I'm saying, doesn't always have to be violation, violence, and violation of, like that. It's a violation because you are being manipulated and you don't know what's happening. So you don't always have to be somebody who is going to be using others for that. Basically, you can be someone whose energy is also being extracted. So if you are having an energy drain, you can't hold on to relationships or money or sustain stuff or any, or might be one of the reasons. And I've had sessions like that, and it's not necessarily a device. Sometimes it's a net of some sort that creates a block on you, and your energy is being drained. That's a point. So yes, um, it doesn't really matter which sex that being is, who is it. Uh, at Yeah, if it's an astral attack, you're receiving this implanting or cording through. That also means that there was some kind of wound there that they saw and that can be used. I just needed to say explain this for doing the transmission because I I felt that some explanations are needed and that you might be feeling some discomfort. Sometimes some discomforts are normal. Like now I'm having this because I saw that there was something tape stapled here. It was not here before, so it's been clearing and it's not. It's been annoying for a couple of days. I'd rather take it off from me. So yes, basically there is a solution for this if you're not abusing others and using them the energy to sustain you. There's a clearing, but if you are, it might be a bit more uncomfortable. But anyways, it's a message for whomever needed to hear this. Hmm. I needed to say it because these abuses, they go both ways. They don't. It's not only women that are being abused like this, but for me, for my reality here, the space that I'm holding for what's happening, it's that's what's been clearing, and it's needed. Oh my God, sometimes I don't even understand what I'm doing here, the amount of work. I'm just so grateful to God that I'm sustained through it. Because although to a lot of us, more of us are speaking about something there or spirituality is on flourishing around here, not too many are talking about issues like this. And I'm feeling it in me through my body. So Although I've been feeling a lot of frustrations lately because of some, mm, I was going to say obstacles, but they're not obstacles, impatience. I'm not going to give up on doing it. I just need to find a mm, better me for those who want to. Who, besides, this work is always for holding the God space, and for working for God and loving God through us. So this wound is been clearing and patching, and I suspect that it's going to continue, although the um, program did not happen, so it's obviously not the proper timing for it. But whenever the timing is right in the future, whoever is interested in any of the topics that I share here, you can ask me and we can expand it further as a mentoring program or in a group setting, but in another platform. That's the important announcement that I need to make. Basically, because other parties are observing and watching this that are not so well intentioned, and I don't want them. I want to share everything publicly. Okay, so we are starting with our transmission now. Mm. And before we do, activate your hands. And we're going to align our centers for manifesting because we will be taught how to manifest in this transmission. And now place your hands on your lower belly for women on the womb place and for men on heart place, like in a triangle shape on the pointing downward. And move energy up, connecting to your heart. And then move energy up, connecting to your third eye. Clear if anything needs to be cleared. And then connect all these centers again. Align. Let's do it one more time. Activate your lower belly, your womb space, to your heart line. Connect it to your heart and activate your heart. Connect it to your third eye and activate your third eye. And connect mind, heart, and your womb so that those three centers work in alignment for you. So that you manifest through those three centers while they're aligned with a clear intention, with clear intent. So now place your hands on your heart. And take a couple of deep breaths. Center in your being, in your heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale peace. Exhale love. And one more time. Inhale peace. And exhale love. Now start listening to the rhythm, the beat of your heart, and start breathing in the rhythm of your heart. You can tap your heart in its rhythm. And follow this rhythm and its guidance further. And now step up from the bed or the chair that you're sitting in. And come to a safe space. If it's the room where you are in, that's completely fine. And take a look around. And now come to the door of this place and step out. As you step out from your room or your safe space, you're walking in this magical realm. It may be a street. Start walking down the street or wherever you are. You're not exploring it, you're just walking down the street. And then turn around and step into the park, the first park that you see. And start walking down this park, exploring, and look for the magical trees that are standing next to each other. There is a portal between those trees. Now you found it, and walk through them. Walk through this portal. And on the other side, find yourself in another magical realm that leads to the garden of your heart. Walk through this trail. Follow it. It might lead you through the water, or it might lead you through the fire, or another forest, or you might start flying. Whatever happens, it's perfectly okay. And And one moment, come to the gates of the garden of your heart. Observe it and then walk through it. Step in the garden of your heart and take a look around. See how the garden looked like. What's in it? Who's in it? Was there anybody waiting for you? Does it have a message for you? If there's anything that needs to be done at this moment in this garden, do it. Fix it. Pull out the weeds. Give water to the flowers or the plants, whatever needs it, and do whatever needs to be done. And now walk slowly to the wishing well of your heart. Come to it. Take a look at it. Is there water in it? How is the water looking like? Is it running or stale? What needs to be done? Does it need help? And then gently bend and see your reflection in this wishing well. And now turn to your right and see the flower of your heart waiting for you. See the rose or the lotus flower of your heart pulling down its head and opening up its petals and walking. And then sit in the center of your flower. And allow the divine flames to burn the dross from you. Everything that is not yours. See violet, golden flame burning and dancing around you from your skin. Burning everything that is not you. Not yours. Not Yes, she. When it's enough for you, come to the small door of your heart and enter the pearl of your heart and sit in its pearly golden light. We're not going anywhere. We're sitting in it and working from it. At this moment, invite your guides to join you. One stepping on your left side and one on the right side. And if there are more than one, they're surrounding you and they're above and below you. And now ask them, and you receive this transmission through them. They're translating everything for you. And if it's too much for you, they can withhold it and give it to you later in your own pace in a way that you can understand. Invite your higher self to stand above you and also direct this transmission so that it passes through it. And above it is your oversoul, your original soul group and your oversoul. So this transmission is going to them too and through them too. This is the transmission that is coming through your oversoul to the entire group, carrying it and holding the sphere of it. Then it's coming through your higher self and your guide, and then to you. So whatever is too much for you or not for you, it goes through them, and then they select it for you, translate it, and give it in the pace that you're ready to receive it, so that you're not overwhelmed and overburdened. Ask your guides to align, balance your energy, and align your three centers so that you have a clear transmission and a clear intent of what you want to create. Ask them to teach you to work with the elements and to teach you how to work with energy and create with energy from the space of your oversoul and higher self. Everything you are creating, it goes through your group. They're learning to create too, and everything is being created on that level first, and then it manifests and materializes through your oversoul, your guides, and through you. ask them to balance you so that nothing is lost in transmission and nothing is lost in translation. So that it's clear. So Maraketsete. Ashtaraka Stara Seraka Steraka. Korasemaya Katuso Setmaya Kasia Katamaya Korati Yeshwarata Kerasaya Sumanaya. Now again, rub your hands. Place it on your womb and lower belly or align. And align. What does the center want? Listen to it. And place them on your heart. What does the center want? Listen to it. And place them on your third eye. What does the center want? Listen to it. And ask your guides. If it's different for all three centers or two centers, ask your guides. What is behind all of these? What is it that you really, really, really want? Not what you think you want. What is it that you really want with your soul? What is it that you need? Manifest now on your road, on your journey, or what is the block that needs to be removed so that you can do it with more ease and grace. How do the elements work through you and with you? now that you have the clear idea of what you want, consult your guides again. Simplify this one thought, one intent for you. They're going to work on now. Place your hands on the wound. Rub them first again. Activate them. Place them on your womb, on your lower belly, hairline. And then open them up as if in receiving those towards the ceiling. Open your palms and then move them a little bit like you're creating a bowl, a vessel for receiving the energy. Now hold this idea of what you want. What is it that you are creating? And move your energy up into this bowl with this bowl, but also ask your oversoul, your higher self and your guides to hold this vessel from above. It is pouring down the light energy into your bowl, into your vessel. So you're receiving energy from this cornucopia of wealth now. You're being blessed, your oversoul, and divine beings, divine Mother, Father, God, by this energy that is coming down to you to support your idea, your creation. Ishtara Semakya Twara Saya Tia Wara Katishia Kayara Katora Samakira Kaya Rakasera Kwara Shera Saya Sia Washeria Rakatia Kwara Rakasera So Rakashikya Takisi If you need to make it a bigger hole, extend your hand a little bit and receive some work as you're in a receptive state. Just receive and hold this into Yarakasotonora Keratosomatekinayasa Tiaratana Kerotanaya Sanakenaya Satakuyana Kayasana Satakuyana Kayaratia Sonametakira Satakuyana Kirasa Rakatatia Satakayara Takakatia Yarakatakatia Sora Shantakirata Satara Now lift this vessel to your heart. Open your hands like facing each other, like you're holding a ball. If it needs to be bigger, extend your hands a little bit. And direct the energy from your heart. How did you enhance the energy that you received with the energy of your heart? Love from your heart. That everything that you received, that everything that you envisioned is created for the highest good of everybody involved, including yourself. For everybody involved and for all of the beings, the entire reality around you and coming through you. If there are any blocks to this, ask your guides to remove it from you. And do it quickly and with ease and grace. If there is some pain involved, this creation, still ask your guides to soothe it and heal it so that you stop creating from pain. So that all of your creations, your energy creations, are coming from the place of love. If there is somebody else connected to it that is still in pain or in illusions or false creations, ask God for help and quick intervention with ease and grace and soothing energies around. Come se la quiera, tu será Now bring this energy to your forehead, or you can just lower your head and direct the beam from your third eye so that you have a clear thought of your energy imprint. You can send your own light code, your divine code if you know it. Just allow it to happen what needs to happen. tia, satea, katea, satea, tumerekea, kasteratua, tumerekeara, kaera, tisitia, tasitinia, nadatia, sa, seretetea, nateta, steretia, seretestiara, tisti, indiania, suara, katesititia, seretia. So tagerende kipiade kiyandrora stikindiandi warriarisia tekataya sa. When you're done, give it. Give this ball to your guides, your higher self, and let them take it to the sun. Directly to the sun. Kuerta, kuerta kete. Yes, katamani arakutsitikini. And now, as long as we're there, I'm going to ask you to do a group intent for the healing and easy transitions with ease and grace, manifestations with ease and grace for peace and health and joy and wealth and love for entire creation, for everybody on this planet, for entire sentient beings, for all the people of this planet, for all the humans of this planet, and all sentient beings of this planet. And the dimensions for your patience. To connect, feel the heart connection through everybody who is doing this at the same time with you. And then let's do it again. Activate your hands. Place them on your lower belly. And then open the palms to receive Creator Vessel. And feel the energy rising, your own energy, sending prayers and asking for peace, for health, for abundance, for transitions with ease and grace, and transformations with ease and grace, and peaceful transformations and transitions for everybody, for the entire planet, and all sentient beings of this planet. We are praying for love, for peace, for health, for joy, for cease of suffering, and for transitions and transformations with ease and grace for everybody on this planet, for this planet, and for all sentient beings of this planet and other universes that are real creation. And ask your guide and your higher self, your oversoul, to pour God's love through this cornucopia of wealth and abundance into your vessel. You are a vessel for all of your creations now, for everybody and everything that is awakening with you, for your entire world. May there be peace on earth. May there be love on earth. May there be health and joy and wealth for everybody. May everybody be liberated. And may there be cease of suffering. And may there be peaceful transitions and transformations with ease and grace. Whatever that means for anybody. May there be light and interventions of the light beings all over. Please, God, enlighten our darkness. Please, God, enlighten our hearts and our intentions and our creations for all of our creations. And now bring it to your heart and your palms facing each other and expand and enhance it with the light from your heart, with your own flame, your own ray. And enhance it with the intentions. This is for the highest good for everybody involved and connected to you and everyone around. This is for the highest good of everybody involved, including yourself. Now bring it to your head, your third eye, or from your forehead, and send a beam from your third eye of clear intent with your divine code, enhancing this prayer, this group prayer and group intent. May there be peace on earth. May there be love on earth. May there be divine unions on earth. May there be abundance, joy, and health. May there be cease of suffering and easy, peaceful transitions and transformations with ease and grace for everyone, for the entire earth, everyone on earth, and all sentient beings on earth and the planets, dimensions, and all of the realities connected to us. Please, God, enlighten our darkness. Send interventions, divine interventions, miracles. We are opening up for miracles. May miracles be created through us. Clear us, remove our blocks, heal us, so that we can be your divine vessels, your divine light, and your divine will. Please, God, enlighten our darkness, sanctify us, so that we may be conduits of your peace. We ask this with humbleness of our hearts, so that your will may always be done, not our will, but you. All of the transformations, all of the restitutions, all of the restorations through your love and your peace, not rage, not wrath, through your love and your peace, and divine love, release, grace. Please, God, enlighten us, open our darkness, and may your will always be done. Give it to your guides, and higher self. Let them take it to the sun, straight to the sun. Guarata, Kesta, Retera, Semena, Ketestera, Saya, Karasa. Now sit a little bit with your guides. Sit in this stream and this flow a little bit longer. Let it blend with you. And ask them if they have any other messages for you. Koisemana ketera kasuara katasatu kutu kusa. And when they're done, thank them. Thank everybody who participated in this. Disconnect from the group. And walk out of the pearl of your heart. Close the door behind you. And walk back to the center of the flower of your heart. And sit in divine flames. Violet golden flames burning and dancing around you and from your skin. and blending, merging everything in you, everything that you receive. Questara que estoy acá te estera. When the Kuatasta Shaka Yara Shakira Shakira Satakira Waratakira Shakira Rakatiasa And now come out from the flower of your heart, renewed and refreshed. And when you left to the wishing well of your heart, and see how it looks like now. Gently bend down and observe your reflection one more time. And if there's anything you need to throw in the wishing well, or a seed or a pebble or whatever, or just place it somewhere in your garden, do that now. Make a connection with this wishing well, with your fountain of abundance within you. And now take a look at your garden again. See if anything needs to be done now and do it. See if the being who waited for you needs anything now. Slowly say your goodbyes and start coming back. You can always come back to this place. Give it a little embrace. And come out from the garden of your heart. And start walking slowly back through this magical path, magical realm, and come back to those two magical trees with a portal between them, and walk through it. Walk slowly back through the park that you came in. Walk back to your street and start walking towards your apartment, your room, your safe space, and come back in it. And come back in your body. You're feeling your body and you're feeling the bed or couch beneath it. So moving slowly your body, your fingers on your hands and your toes. Feeling your body. You're completely present in your body, feeling great and ready to open your eyes. And on 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Now feeling refreshed, fully present, fully aware, fully awake, and fully grounded. Feeling great. So, let me know how this went. Would be really curious to know if anything happened, if anything changed, what happened. I'm open to answering questions, interactions. This is why I had a longer explanation in the beginning, because I needed to say what happened for me, and it's lasted. This is why it lasted a little longer. So I have another little announcement for anybody who is interested in me explaining how to do a vision board that I do. I was given as a gift some 25 or 30 years ago from a magical friend from Finland. You can contact me, you can write to me, and I will do this with you. I was intending this to be like a group work. I mean, so far only one person asked, so I mean, I can also do it individually. It's not a problem. I'm not going to be doing it publicly because it's a bit more private thing. So it's not a kind of vision board that you would find in some other groups or a business like. It's not a business like thing, although you can place there any stuff. There are some common themes, some common things that you do, but there are some little differences that I didn't so far find anywhere else. And this is why I said it's a magical, and it was a gift given to me a long time ago, and it served me well so far. So this is like a tool that you can use through your entire life. It's not something that you use here or there, but there are little secrets of how use it and what to place where, and there are some other stuff. It's not for everybody, and it's not something that I would share with just anybody. So as I feel that those who are really kind of into what I'm doing and what I'm sharing would be interested in this, so others won't contact me. And this is for an energy exchange. It requires a certain donation. The donation is not for me. It's going to go to humanitarian purposes. It's going to be donated to somebody else. And I will explain that later. I mean, to whomever contacts me of and where what is it intended for and where it goes. So you basically it's my gift for you, whoever, and for someone who needs it now. Yeah. Oh, and there's something is happening with my head now, so this is why I'm constantly doing this. I know some people are constantly making me aware of thinking that I'm not aware of what I'm doing. I am, but it's like, there is something, it's still a stream coming through. So I hope this serves you, and see you next time. Thank you for your continual attention and support, and please share. I'm really curious to know if this had some effect on you.